Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is my first YouTube video. I'm starting with telling you guys a little about myself and my life. So I'm 23, well actually I'm 24 now. I just turned 24 and I have cancer. I actually have liver cancer, and a lot of people have been asking me questions like, how do I stay so positive? This is all your questions that you guys have emailed me, DM'd me, wrote me on Facebook, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, okay? And how did I find out? Everyone wants to know how I found out. Okay, so basically I had a really bad cramp, and the doctors just basically told me that they seen something on my liver that was abnormal, and they wanted me to go to the actual hospital, not the ER. So we did a biopsy, and for people that don't know what a biopsy is, it's just like this procedure where you're numbed or sedated, and they go into an area and pick like lesions off of whatever part of your body they're in. And then I had to take all these tests to find out. And how did I feel during that part? I didn't really know what was going on, because I didn't know like if I had cancer, if I had kidney stones, if I had Crohn's, if I had all these other crazy diseases in my life. I was in a lot of pain most of the days, you know, on pain medication, things like that, but they didn't know what it was, and neither did we. So we kind of just waited and waited and waited until they eventually told us. How did I eventually tell my family and social media? Finally, when they first told me that I was in stage 4, which if anyone doesn't know, stage 4 is like the last stage of cancer, when you're pretty much, you might just die because it's pretty much spread it to a couple of places that they can't really do anything. I didn't really tell my family, to be honest. My mom did. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was very scared, very just wanted to be alone a lot, things like that. I told social media because I was a very outgoing girl before all this stuff happened. I still am. I'm still crazy. I'm still, you know, but I'm just very laid back more. So I just kind of wrote, you know, on Instagram, told it. All my friends are now finding out, you know, people that I'm cool with, and people are like, oh my God, I'm praying for you, you know, blah, 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 blah. Someone asked me, how is it dating? Okay, so since I found out, I have been in a relationship. I'm not in one now. I am single. But I was in a relationship while, you know, not when I first found out, but a little bit after I found out, even during radiation, which I had, and I had chemo as well. My hair is growing back. So all the cancer slayers whose hair is growing back, hey y'all. It was more harder for me than it was for him, I want to say, because I was so insecure about everything. I was insecure about the way I looked. My hair was falling out. I was so skinny. I was much more skinny than I am now. I just didn't feel like the Ashleigh I was before all of this happened. Like, he didn't care that I had this sickness or disease or whatever people want to call it. And he was really like, I don't care. Like, I like you, and that's it. Like, if this is the journey we have to take, then this is the journey we have to take. Like, you know, I'm not mad. And now guys that meet me now, like, especially if they meet me through social media, or they meet me in person and then they see my social media and things like that, they find out. And then they're like, oh my God. Most give me sympathy, which I don't like. So now I'll tell a guy, like, unless he finds out, but it doesn't really bother me. Like, okay, I have cancer, I'm still cute, like, what's up? Like, I just keep it moving. It doesn't, at first it really bothered me, and the person that I was with, he really accepted it. It didn't bother him, so it shouldn't bother you or any other person. And if you have cancer, or you have Crohn's or lupus or whatever, like, you can date, okay? We can't give it to you, okay? We can't give you cancer, so stop freaking out, people. Someone asked me, how do I remain so positive? That's a hard question because I remain positive to you guys. Not all the time am I positive, obviously. You know, I'm going through something, and I'm not even saying that I beat cancer, because I actually haven't. I had to go for more treatment, and you know, my hair is probably gonna fall out again. Like, so I don't say I'm always positive, but for the most part, I do live a positive life, or I try to, and I try to have people in my circle that are very positive, because tomorrow isn't promised to us. And one thing that is promised to us is death. And whether you believe in one thing, or you believe in a God, or you don't, whatever, we're all going to die. Someone else asked me, do I regret anything? Well, you can't really regret this. Sounds a dumb question. Sorry. You know, when people say there are no dumb questions. Yes, that was a dumb question. Okay? Because you can't regret anything. I didn't ask for this. Times that I sat in the hospital, I did ask why to the universe, or why to a God that I pray to, or whatever you believe. Why was this happening to me? I'm doing all these things, and all of a sudden it's like your life is just, that's it. You're in the hospital, and you're in a cancer center with all these people who look just like you now, because everyone is sick. Everyone doesn't have hair. There's little kids with leukemia and things, and it's just like, why is this happening to me? And then I had to just wake up and was like people always say, oh, you're a fighter, because you have to make yourself fight. You have to get up on days you don't want to get up. You have to walk when days you don't want to walk. You have to take showers when you don't want to. You have to do things that you don't want to do, but who else is going to do it? There's people that takes care of you. There's nurses, there's your parents, there's whoever's in, you know, your circle. But at the end of the day, like, they're not fighting the disease. You are. And you're fighting for them too, because if you don't want your parents to lose you, or your friends, or whoever, fight. You're fighting for them as well. People always think that you're fighting for yourself, but you're not. You're fighting for you, and you're fighting for other people. Someone else asked me, what was my biggest lesson out of all of this? Well, I don't even want to say I really learned a lesson right now, because I'm still going through this stage in my life. It's not over. I have not, for the people that know me in real life, I have not beat cancer. So don't ask me when you see me. I have not. Actually, I'm going in about 2 weeks maybe to get more treatment, radiation. I don't do chemotherapy anymore. For people that want to know, I did, and I did not have a port. For people that know what that is, I took chemotherapy by the mouth. And no, they don't hook up anything in your mouth. You actually take it. I did, however, do radiation. And for those who know what radiation really is, it's like basically nuclear medicine, okay? It is not good for your body, but it does kill the disease, but yet it will damage a lot of things in your body. And that's what it did with me. I did not want to eat for about a month to 2 months. I lost maybe 30 to 40 pounds. Mind you, if you can see just my top, I'm not that big. So losing that much weight was very drastic. It did a lot of stuff to the insides of my body, caused a lot of things to fail, a lot of vessels to burst in places that you probably don't really want to know. But yeah, it does take a turn on your life, living in the hospital for weeks to months at a time. Yeah, it takes a toll. I had it where no, I didn't want anyone to visit unless it was family, just because I didn't want people to see me like that. So I just didn't want to show people that side of me and how bad I felt that I looked at that time. I probably didn't look as bad, but in my head, I was the ugliest person in the room at the time. I hated how I looked, how I was. My hair was falling out. I'm skinny as I don't know what. Like, it just wasn't what I wanted. So I don't want to say I really learned a lesson just yet. So far though, I have learned that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to ask for help when you need it. It's okay to let people help you even when you don't ask for it. Because some days I couldn't do anything. I couldn't move my hands or my legs. And for people that do have cancer or do have a sickness, that have been through chemotherapy or radiation or even dialysis, that know that you can get neuropathy and it hurts really bad. And for those who don't know what neuropathy is, it's just nerve damage, but it's a tingling, burning sensation that causes your nerves to just hurt all day. And I have that in both of my legs. that was probably like one of my biggest lessons. Like, let people help you. Like, it's okay to not be okay. But when my journey does come to an end, when I do fight this for good, I'll probably have another lesson that I actually did learn. So until then, not so much. I'm still in my journey. I'm still walking and through that. So not yet, but I will have a lesson when this is over. And someone asked, how was it going through all those treatments? Going through treatments wasn't as bad, I guess. I don't really know, because you do, for radiation, you have to have scans first, because it is, you know, radiation, it's nuclear medicine, all that kind of stuff. You can't be around anyone. So my mother and my aunt at the time was not in the room. They could see me, but they could not touch me, could not come towards me. Only my nurses and my doctors and the people that work for the nuclear medicine in the hospital. But shout out to Duke University Hospital, because that's where I get my treatment and that's where I live every time I go and things like that. I really know how to talk about that, because it is different for everybody. But for me, it was more like, I'm ready to get this over with. They hook you up to this thing. It goes through your arm. You really don't feel much. You can feel like a little cold sensation, and you pretty much go to sleep, because your body is so drained by that time that you don't care what the hell is going on. But I will say, it does take a toll on your body. That's just how it does. It's gonna take random tolls on your body. Symptoms that you could not even imagine. I was throwing up blood, black stuff. Like, radiation does, mind you, it's going through places. It's not just shooting to one just because you have breast cancer. It's going to every place at that, or your organs, stuff like that. So it's damaging a lot, but yet it's curing you at the same time. So you don't get these tumors or whatever type of cancer that you have. Or chemotherapy was not that hard, obviously. I was taking it about a month, so it just causes, like, sometimes you get very sleepy, very tired, you don't want to do anything. Days where I just didn't want to talk to nobody, days where I just stay in the house. You know, people go through stuff just because it's your destiny, you know? Whatever you believe in is destiny. It happens. You have to go through something to get to something. Oh, I'm so about to quote that, so do not take that from me, because I'm gonna quote that now. But I do want to say that I thank you guys for watching this and getting to know me a little bit better, and even do some researching and educating yourself on certain things that are going on and things that are going into your body. This will not be the only thing that I feature on my channel. Yes, I do have cancer. Yes, I still will slay in my sickness as the time goes on. Yes, I will do story times, I will do makeup looks, I will do lookbooks, whatever you guys want to see, I will do for you. I don't always want to just sit and talk to the camera, because it's actually really weird. Talk to the camera right now, yeah, it's really weird. But I did want you guys to know that it's okay to be sick and still feel beautiful, because there's times where I don't feel beautiful at all because of what's going on. But that's no way to live, because if you don't think you're beautiful, no one will, you guys, okay? And if you don't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Quotes from RuPaul. If you guys watch RuPaul's Drag Race, that's one of my favorite shows. But really though, that quote is really real, okay? If you don't care, other people won't care either. You have to fight for people to fight behind you. If you like this video, press the like button. Also subscribe to my channel. Comment anything you guys want to know that I didn't mention. If you want to know other things or all this kind of stuff. I thank you guys for watching this, and hopefully you'll see new and great videos from me coming soon. Even if I do have to go get new treatments in about a couple of weeks, I am going to try and vlog as much as I can while in the hospital. Some days I'm not going to be able to, because I won't be able to have any devices, but I will try as much as I can. And thank you guys for watching. Love you.